Welcome, everyone, to another podcast of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
Lambo.
I'm Punk.
And I'm Slowtad.
And we're here to do, well, kind of a monthly wrap-up.
Kinda.
It's August 2018, and let's face it, everyone, it's August. We are in the month right before everything just falls down in our laps and all the big game releases happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing really happened this month at all.
Madden!
Oh! We need to do Madden. I've been talking to Pants about it constantly. We need to do Madden. I have the last year game. I have a friend who has the new one, so maybe we can borrow it. And just
compare.
Just go.
Just a quick show of hands. How many of us have played Madden regularly?
Well, this is a video, not a video podcast. So.
We just have
Well, no, I'll bring it up.
I've played it. I'm not good, but I play it.
But have you played it regularly every year?
No.
Oh, not
Okay.
every year.
Okay.
Last year was the first one I got since like an Xbox 360 one. It was called Madden. No, not even Madden 25. I got the one before that.
I don't even
Their
remember.
25th anniversary was called Madden 25. So you go like Madden 11, Madden 12, Madden 13, Madden 25, Madden 15.
Yeah, because it was the 25th anniversary.
It's great for game stores to put it in order.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
It's the epitome of the annualized release.
And the other big release was the World of Warcraft Battle of Azeroth expansion, which none of us are Warcraft players, right?
No.
I used to, but I don't care.
I had a nightmare last night that I actually started it and I
Couldn't stop.
like I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm saying into my head like, why are you playing World of Warcraft? You don't have time for this. But so I mean anybody who's a Madden player, Warcraft player, good month for you guys because I don't remember the last time Warcraft got an expansion. I feel like it's been a while.
I don't know.
I feel like it was like last year, but it was just kind of small.
They used to be yearly. Because I remember when it was like Burning Crusade and the Frozen Throne and all that.
Yeah.
Like it was yearly, and I don't remember the last one getting as much publicity. And
There's not that many of them, and the game's been out like for 15 years now.
Forever.
Right?
Yeah, long time.
I remember my first year of college going down to like the little commons area where people, who were like me and drove to work every day or school every day, would sit and they would, get on their computers if they need to, and there were a group of people playing World of Warcraft. I'm pretty sure vanilla.
Well, at that time, yeah. Because I was working at the game store when Burning Crusade hit. And that was the first one. And I didn't start working there till 2006.
So yeah, there was a little bit of time there.
Yeah. But,
Long time.
yeah. But, I mean, I'm glad that it's still going. Nothing against it. It's great for people who want to play an MMO because it's just there.
I mean, it's like the grandfather of MMOs at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. And the only other one that I know that like keeps going strong is Final Fantasy 14. There's other ones out there that are doing pretty well, but I think World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 are
the big names.
They're the big ones, and the ones that have probably been running the longest. Still
No. Ultima Online is still going, man.
Let me finish. The ones that are publicly known that are still going.
Ultima Online is still going and still has a fervent fan group. I promise.
Of 5 people.
It's just a party of 5 going around owning the world.
Yeah. They're just gods. They just like look at stuff.
Yeah.
And it does.
They pretty much make the game now.
Yeah.
Actually, no. That's actually literally so. There is an official thing, but I'm pretty sure like the fans also made their own like semi-official server.
Oh wow.
That the company's cool with. And they brought back a lot of the original like vanilla stuff.
Yeah, because Ultima Online went through a bunch of changes the fans did not like, and they kind of like went back themselves to bring all that back. Like I know it's been running a long time, but you just don't hear it talked about.
Nope.
The big MMOs are you're a Final Fantasy 14 player, a World of Warcraft player. There's other ones out there, but they just don't get the buzz they do.
I was a big EverQuest player in my youth.
Woo.
Back when that was that's like the great grandfather of it.
What about RuneScape? Is RuneScape
still going?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Has it gone through like 3 different like variations? Because there was like the original, and then they went like 3D, and isn't there something new?
There's
now?
a newer 3D one that I think they started doing less support on the first 3D one. I think they're making people integrate more into the newer one, which would make sense for server space, but I'm sure it's still available for people who don't want to don't want to adapt.
There still people that like still want to play like the original like 2D version?
Oh,
probably. There's always people.
There's always people.
There's like one guy on Halo 2 right now. Like,
and I was gonna say, is Ragnarok still a thing? Ragnarok Online?
I don't know.
There was a Ragnarok 2. I remember downloading.
Yeah, we were talking about Terra too, isn't that out there?
You guys ever play Two Moons?
Terra's out there, and it's actually not to cut you off.
No, that's fine. I had
but
nothing to it.
Terra's now on like PS4
Oh,
and Xbox
sweet.
One, so
Nice.
See, there's all these little ones that all I ever hear about is World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14.
Well, I heard
Like-
about Eve Online when they were like making money
Yeah.
from game money like crazy.
That's something I don't even want to try to get
You
into.
don't
I feel like
even- didn't wanna try?
I think it would be difficult to even start now. Like,
Even.
actually, it would be a hilarious YouTube like series where it's like I, as a new player in 2018, break into the highest echelon ranks of the EVE Online universe and take it down.
You gotta break it from the inside.
Like you get chummy with all the higher ups.
Wasn't Eve the game where like the PC version and like the console version they kind of coexisted and like they didn't play together, but the actions of one would affect the other?
Yeah,
Wasn't
and
that
Best
the
514.
well, that was the first-person
that was the
shooter.
first-person shooter version.
Yeah, that was on PS4. It was like an MMO shooter.
Yeah.
And the things that happened in there affected the rest of the game world.
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
That's interesting. I don't know how ambitious or like successful it was. I haven't heard anything about it.
I
just
think it
remember
went away pretty fast.
It did. It just
Yeah.
didn't garner the attention. But I do remember playing the beta for it. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
It worked.
That was at the time we were really hungry for more of like a massively online shooter experience.
Yeah, because we played Planet Side 2.
Yeah. Which is still around too.
That is
Yeah.
still around, and we've only ever successfully played it once. That was a
Yeah.
good time.
I'd be down to clown with a new Phantasy Star universe in America. It's in Japan.
So
yeah, well.
So let's actually talk about something like that. This is a good bridge into our topic. Since there wasn't a whole lot happening this month, we're going to take the time to pitch our video game that will never happen.
Yeah. Because anytime you have a pitch like this, a lot of it exists inside your mind, and we always kind of like fluff it up and make it way more amazing than it's ever actually going to be in real life.
Right.
So I have a couple of caveats to help it bring it back to real life as well.
Oh, this might
That
ruin
will
my
shoot.
pitch.
Oh boy.
So after you make your pitch, right in the middle of it, I'm going to hand you one of these. You have to incorporate that into your pitch.
Okay.
You got that?
Sure. So do you have a pitch, Lambo?
Yeah.
Okay. Slow Tide, do you have a pitch?
Yeah, I mean, I explained yesterday
yeah.
in private. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just came up with one actually. When we're just previously
Perfect.
when we were just talking about stuff. It's literally very simple, but I have one now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
Who wants to go first?
Since mine's literally the smallest, and technically it was already out,
You
but
just want more of it?
well, it was canceled.
Oh.
They stopped supporting it. The World. The Dot Hack series is based off of an MMO,
Oh,
and they actually released it as an MMO, but it failed.
Oh.
I do remember that.
Where
I
did
would
that
like-
happen?
Japan.
Oh, okay.
Where all the fun stuff happens.
Yeah.
I want that to come back. I feel like it would be awesome. I mean, I love playing the Dot Hack series. I feel like it would do well as an MMO. And that's my pitch.
Well, let's throw a wrench in it.
Yeah, let's throw the wrench in. Pick one of these. Let's see what happens.
Oh boy. This one.
Go for it.
Battle Royale mode.
That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Battle Royale mode
That
in
would
an
actually
MMO.
improve the
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very action-oriented battle system,
Yeah.
and you just run out and grab whatever weapons, and
Exactly.
you can even do spells and stuff too.
Yeah, you
Mounts.
find scrolls in the ground they'll add into your loadout and everything like that just for that mode. I think that will do very well.
It'd be very MOBA-esque.
Isn't there a
That'd be
mage-esque battle royale already?
Yes.
They like turn into chickens when you die.
Realm Royale.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
You turn into chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're down, you turn
When
into
you're
a-
down,
took it.
you turn
They-
into chickens.
They
and-
stole that
From what?
Turok Rage Wars. There was a game mode where when you died or when you got hit so much before you died, you would turn into a chicken, and everybody focused on hunting the chicken. Then
Yeah,
Whoa,
because you get
I
a
do not
time
remember
limit.
this. Wow.
Did
You
you
gotta-
play Rage Wars for like 100 hours?
No, I did not.
Okay, then you don't know my struggles.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's not the same concept, but like the only other game I know of where like you turned into a chicken
Yeah.
after taking so much damage was
Yeah.
Rage Wars.
Wow.
But I like your idea, Punk. But
Thank you.
I mean, I'm also a fellow Dot Hack fan, so
Right.
and I love that world. There's been manga, there's been anime. It's got this whole community around it. I think it'd be great to actually release the MMO it's based on.
Yes, like again.
But again,
better.
yeah. But actually, like release it without the gate hacking. Like none of that from that
Right.
game, because.
That was kind of
So
annoying. But
the
anyways.
story of the games, though, and the games themselves, did a lot of it take place outside of the MMO, though?
So the game interface for the first series was basically like you would log into the game, you'd be your character, and you'd do the typical like game stuff. When you logged out, you'd have a desktop.
Okay.
You would get email, you get news notifications.
Oh, okay, so you never walked around in like the
No.
real
No.
world? Okay.
No.
It was basically you always in front of your screen.
Oh, that might actually work, then.
Pants was saying, you have a desktop where you can actually change the wallpapers and stuff like that. It was kind of cool.
And the music.
Yeah, and then you go to your emails, and then with the .hack GU, they added like a card game you can go to, and then you just log into the world, and then they had their own forums where like, I mean, the game posted stuff, and then you log in and play.
Huh.
My favorite thing about that, about .hack as a world, was when you wanted to go to dungeons and stuff. It was a 3-keyword system that it was like almost a randomly generated thing where the set of words you put in dictated the environment, the element, and like all kinds of stuff, and like difficulty basically.
Oh, okay.
And you had like huge lists of words to choose from. And story-wise, they would always tell you pick these 3 words. And that's the next story mission. But you could always just pick 3 random words yourself, and it would randomly generate this field area and dungeons for you to go to.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
So as an MMO, I'd love to see that. I think that's cool.
I think it'd be a great idea.
It would add a lot of variation to it, because a kind of game that really doesn't have a lot of variation to it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On the spot here, you know.
Nice.
I didn't even think of that. I completely forgot that they actually released the world. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go mine next.
Okay.
All right. So
Hand me the. Oh, you got
You
the
want
list.
me
already.
to put my card back in the pile, or you just want?
Oh no, yeah, we'll just we'll pull it out.
All right.
So one of my favorite video games of all time is an old mix of RPG and world building along with the side-scrolling game was ActRaiser.
Oh,
Back on the Super Nintendo. So how the game worked was it was sort of like a side-scroller. You would go into levels and every level would be themed. You would have unique items and monsters in every level and a unique huge boss at the end. After you would beat that, then you would go to this overworld where you were essentially like a god. And it would then turn into like a Sim City-esque kind of like resource management kind of game. And that's where you actually leveled your character up, because the more believers and stuff you had and the more stuff you had in your world, the more powerful you were. Yeah. That was kind of fun.
ActRaiser was fun.
Yeah. So,
Also, a staple of Nick Arcade.
yeah, exactly. So in today's world, though, it would be really awesome to kind of like redo a game like that, because so many games focus on the whole dungeon crawling aspect. I'm gonna kind of just like throw a name like Dark Souls out there, not because I want it to be that hard, but just because like that kind of style of game might work for this. And then you have just the ability to make more of a robust resource management kind of system outside of the levels to level yourself up with.
But don't forget, it also has to have a new feature.
Indeed. Let me add this in before I get too far. There we go. It must be always online. Oh. Okay, I can make that work. So, that way we can always have updates.
Is it technically always online with Dark Souls where you get, like, the new messages people leave on the floor?
Yeah.
Could you get away with something as small as that?
No,
Yeah.
You know how you make it work?
Huh.
You could actually get people following your kingdom online, and that adds to
there
the
you go.
believers.
Almost like a clan.
Oh, that's weird. That would be really strange.
But wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah. And you could have a bunch of clans you could follow, but you can only follow so many or something.
Yeah.
That's interesting. The big thing I was going to kind of say that would make it different from a Dark Souls, though, is I feel like Dark Souls kind of sends you into the same kinds of situations constantly. And ActRaiser was like awesome for every level was very unique, and the boss fights were the main attraction. You know.
I mean, Dark Souls kind of does that because what we've seen always looks the same.
Yeah.
But I want to argue the reason Dark Souls always looks the same is it just. Forgive the pun. It's dark.
Yeah.
Like Dark Souls, every time I see gameplay of it, it looks dark, and like I can't see
The soul.
I can't see the soul. But you know what you got to bring from ActRaiser to this? Just the style and the colors.
Yeah.
Because like being a 2D action game, it was bright, it was kind of colorful. I mean, sure, you had environments that were dark, but I'd like to see it like have a nice style to it, and not just be realistic.
And less the just one-on-one human combat stuff, and more fighting monsters and having cool boss fights. That actually, if you did the online thing, we could almost do a Destiny style something. Oh, and you could do strikes against the bosses. That would be cool.
And you're not just creating one god, you're creating a pantheon of gods.
Yeah. And then they could have like a world leaderboard of like who the top
gods are. Oh yeah, and then you have followers who go to your temple and pray to you, and that's how you power up and everything.
But then it also does good stuff for them too, because if they're working alongside you, you can bestow blessings upon them or something. Yeah, because that was a part of the original game that you could bless certain people and stuff and give them.
That worked out for you,
That
actually.
might work. Yeah.
If you had to give this game a name, what would you name it?
Oh God, ActRaiser.
Scene upper. ActRaiser scene upper.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Something like that.
That's the one thing I did not do with my game.
Oh, you didn't.
I don't know either. I just thought of it as like,
Yeah.
let's put it
Basically,
on the spot.
I just want another ActRaiser. Yeah. It's called ActRaiser Resurrection. Or ActRaiser Forsaken.
Plus Ultra.
ActRaiser Plus Ultra, and you pray to All Might from My Hero Academia.
Codename Vault of Glass.
Yeah, that's the code name. I can go next, I guess.
Slow Ted. Slow Ted.
Yeah.
Is yours the Vault of Glass?
It's that 8 times. And picture like Mega Man where you choose your bosses, but all the bosses are just a picture of the Vault of Glass. No, mine is actually it's based off a movie idea a friend of mine had, and it's like he has this stupid idea of our high school class getting together every year or throwing $5 to $10 every year to this Deadpool, and whoever's the last living person in the class gets the money. So I thought as a movie it would be like a death comedy where like the main character is in dire need of money, whether it's he's in trouble with drugs or the mob, or his house is being foreclosed or something. He's just a guy who has nothing, his back's against the wall, he's got nothing to do. And he realizes that this Deadpool's been going on for like 25 years and there's like $250,000 or something in it. So he has this crazy idea of killing everyone else in his class so he gets the Deadpool. So if this was transferred into a video game, I kind of think of it as a la No More Heroes, like the mercenary style. Literally the whole plot is he wants to be the #1 assassin. So he goes out and kills everyone. So it's almost the same way, except his drive is to get the money at the end.
Nice.
Interesting.
So I think that would be fun. In like a dark way.
Would it be like kind of an open worldish kind of thing?
Maybe not an open world. Maybe it would be like more stage driven, kind of like how No More Heroes goes, where you're put into an area where you're going through several levels,
Now,
and then they're like at the end of the level possibly.
would it be more of like I hate to throw another game in there, but like a Hitman-esque, where you're dressing up as somebody else and trying to sneak up on them?
Oh yeah, that
kill in
was
special ways?
that's what Pants also suggested. You could also go Hitman style, like
Okay.
depending on. I mean, there's so many different ways you can do it.
Right.
Like the
That's
new.
kind of what I imagine. Actually, every level could almost be a different genre of game.
Mhm.
Because you would go like find, oh, this guy was a fighter pilot. Now I have to go dogfight him.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Or,
kinda
like,
awesome.
or
Which-
this other person grew up to be like a secret agent.
I mean, it's almost like the new No More Heroes game where he goes in all the different indie games.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
No More Heroes 2 did that like a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like the boss fights really kind of started expanding outward.
But there's only one twist with this. The publisher is bought by EA right before launch and has the same launch day as Battlefield. So to beat that, we have people cosplay as the main bosses, and just hang out at the stores, and then just do public events at conventions where they do pretend sword fights and stuff. They do pretend sword fights, and when you take them out, you get a special token that'll give you an in-game bonus.
Nice.
I
Or
like
have
it.
like a Battlefield like mode in it too, or like
Well,
a
there would be
kill.
like probably maybe a 1-on-1, 1v1 first-person shooter part of the game.
yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I like it.
And if it's bought by EA, they may stink, but they at least know how to make a shooter.
They do. They do.
See, I look at the being bought by EA thing in this case as that just means the game's going to be better than Battlefield, probably. Right?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
Titanfall 2 was better than Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we'll get the money,
And
but
you'll probably get all kinds of free DLC. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully no loot boxes. That'll be the only. No microtransactions.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that that's one of the slips there
Yeah.
that we're like pulling. You didn't get that one,
Microtransactions.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. But my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
My pitch for a game that'll never happen.
Mhm.
Mega Man Legends 3.
But
No, that's not my real
yeah,
pitch.
okay.
I just wanted to throw it in there because I feel like I just need to bring it up
Yeah,
every
every
time.
time.
And if I keep mentioning it, maybe at some point someone from Capcom will hear me and be like,
They'll hear you. Yeah.
It's like we need to get this guy to shut up.
Give him a card for that.
No, I have a real pitch.
Let's do something for Mega Man Legends 3.
It's Mega Man Legends 3, but 80% of the game is unavailable without Season Pass.
That's the way it was going to be.
Yeah, actually, that was the way it was going to be. You would get a small demo, and then you had to pay full price for the rest of the game. So, great. My real pitch. So, I was, back in the PS2 days, the biggest fan of the Armored Core games.
Oh, yes.
And I love those, and Punk also loved those. And then they moved on to PS3 and Xbox 360, and they just went downhill. But the last one kind of incorporated something that I liked, and it was the idea of being online and you could join forces with like your friends and kind of like start forming your own army. What I would like to see is not necessarily an Armored Core game, but a mech game where, you know, full customization like Armored Core. And I'm talking full. I don't want just, you know, your arms, your legs, and your weapons. I want generators, radiators, fire control systems. Toes. I want to be able to manipulate everything. But the other thing is I want the ability to, I want it to be online, and I want to have the ability that you could join a force with your friends and create like your own mini army or militia, but at the same time, you can play it solo, and there's missions to do, there's plenty of missions you can do solo, and you don't have to pair up with anybody at any point in the game, and basically be a mercenary. But part of that would be that if you did want to play with somebody else, an army or small militia could hire out mercenaries and pay them with the credits you earn in the game to help them out.
So almost like kind of crowdfunding experience points.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah. But the reason I want to do this is because playing games like Destiny, Final Fantasy XIV, I really like those games. I hate that I have to work with people at times. Not that I hate people, but like I would gladly play with you guys. But the problem is like
one of these is really going to hurt you.
I know it is. I know it is. But like trying to schedule around that or working with randos, like it doesn't always work out. I want the game to be completely playable by yourself if you want to, but you also have the option to still play with other people if you want. And I think the mercenary thing could be really cool. And you always have the option to join somebody else in too.
So, I mean, that's kind of like how Monster Hunter is. You can always play by yourself, and then you can always do missions online.
It's
with
true.
People.
It's true. The only difference is I want giant robots.
Yeah.
That's just basically it. But that's my pitch.
Nice.
So
let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what we add into this mix.
This one's like poking out here a little bit. So. Oh, you know what? I can work with this. Full of microtransactions.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it was totally in there. So, microtransactions, you can always like pay real money out to somebody to pay them to be in your army or just parts. I mean, if we're doing full customization, if you don't have enough in-game currency to buy the part you want, you could always throw in legitimate money.
Would it be like a 2-currency system then? Like you have the in-game currency and then the premium bot currency? Because if you,
it would almost have to be.
Yeah, you would have to, because if you paid real money for just the one currency, you just ruin the economy of the game pretty much. Yeah,
I would say we would have to do that. We'd have to do that.
Silver.
And of course, you know what? Let's just throw it in there. I hate to say this, let's throw loot boxes in. And
loot box. Gotta make the money.
And it's a supply crate, and pretty much you're gonna get random parts out of it. But they are all parts that you can acquire in game without doing loot boxes. Because
that's how loot boxes should be.
That's how loot boxes should be. I don't want to make anything exclusive to loot boxes.
The loot boxes can be just cosmetic.
Could just be cosmetic.
You can put water slides on your mech.
Oh, that's another thing I want to include in my pitch. I want the ability to design your own emblem. I want the ability to upload your own pictures and emblem. Within reason.
I was just going to point out.
I'm sorry, everybody's is going to be... Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember... Yeah, well, it's going to happen. Cause you remember playing Halo 3 online, that one guy who joined us, Cole Doobie?
Yeah. Yeah,
you remember his emblem?
Yeah.
Shout out to Cole Doobie.
He's not listening, but that was one of the best games we ever played, too. He was awesome. But that's my pitch.
Yeah. We had a couple people respond to our Facebook page as well when we asked. So we can take a look at a couple examples.
Do we want to throw out names, or?
Yeah, we'll throw out their first names. That's fine.
Okay.
First, we have Seth from the Facebook page. He says, MMO action RPG set in a sci-fi fantasy world. The world will be huge and have different realms, some more sci-fi, some more fantasy. Some mixes. The loot system would be the biggest feature, huge amounts of armor and weapons that could be customized in every imaginable way. and totally has to have a pet system as well.
Oh, pets, yes. Always need pets.
Neopets.
This sounds like a cross between an MMO,
Yeah.
Star Ocean, and Phantasy Star. Because Star Ocean, you've got like the really like fantasy realms and the really sci-fi ones, but the pet system, that kind of thing, and the online, that's Phantasy Star. But I would, you know what? I'm totally behind that.
Yeah, it almost seems like you'd be in this hub world, and then you choose almost like a portal to go through that each has its kind of own theme. And the loot could be kind of crazy because if you meet an exclusive fantasy player, they might have crazy magic stuff that happens, and then if you meet a sci-fi player, they probably have like a Doomfist arm that like creates hurricanes or something. Like, could you imagine that kind of stuff like mashing together? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Let's see what caveat we would add to that pitch.
Everything's
Hyper toxic fan base. It's an MMO. It's already got one.
yeah. I mean, if you have the two realms, there could be realm wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, and they'd have like
Sci-fi's better. No, fantasy's better.
they would have derogatory terms for each other.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. Then we have Chim, who says a VR sports game that gives you an actual feel for a real life sports game with your favorite team.
If you have the money, there is the technology to kind of do that. If you had the HTC Vive and you had one of those like weird, it almost looks like those baby things you put them in that have the wheels. They have one of those with like a treadmill already, and they have like an active vest that does do impacts. So like, it's just the amount of money you want for prototypes of this stuff.
I have to do this because he described it.
Oh yeah, please.
Jesus webbed it. Community joke for anybody.
It's all good.
Out there. So what's the caveat to that one?
Oh let's find out.
Let's do this one. It's harder than Dark Souls. Well, technically true if you're playing in a professional sports game, and I'm
I'm
a 230-pound guy who hasn't been in sports in like 8 years. So like,
yeah, it would be harder.
I played Beat Saber when I was on vacation,
I'm
and
jealous.
like I played it for like 30 minutes, and it makes you get down. Like you have to bend your knees, it hurt. Like,
Yeah, 'cause you have to dodge the different obstacles.
yeah,
don't
to
you?
dodge the obstacles, and like, man, 30 minutes of that, and I
work on
was
your
pretty worked
squats.
out.
Yeah.
And that's not with legs moving. Like, come on.
Next up, we have Shane, who says an actual good game that I like that isn't from 20, 30 years ago.
Do we just want to fire off good games that's happened in the last 20
No,
30
there's too
years?
many to name. Like,
Yeah.
in all honesty, while I'll say like 20 to 30 years ago, there's a lot of really good games. There's a lot of games that have been in the past 5 years that have broken into my top 10.
Fallout.
Fallout 3 is pretty amazing. Persona 5,
Yes.
that is better than a lot of RPGs 20 to 30 years ago. Hate to say it.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna put it
Halo
up there.
3. Halo 3 was 2007. Come on.
Yeah.
Halo 3 was really good. I would put Reach above 3, but that's me.
I would argue that 3 is probably more iconic, but Reach is still super fun.
No. 3 is more iconic, but Reach I think was a better game overall. Yeah. But yes.
It's because you could sprint.
Oh no. No.
You can actually
Armor
run.
Lock.
The armor lock.
Armor Lock.
What did I call it? Oh, I forget what I called it. We had a name for it, and then I called the rocket launcher, or the grenade launcher, the plunger, because you always found it in the bathroom of the one map.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that was like the beta map, so it was always just called the plunger amongst my friends.
Nice.
Do we want to add a caveat to that or no?
Oh no, we have
No.
one more caveat. We'll save.
Okay. There's two more on here. We have Mike, who I'm all behind Mike's suggestion. A Gundam-style mech full-body VR where you control the mech of your choice, set in the Universal Century universe of Gundam.
I was gonna say it wasn't Steel Battalion basically that
Without
the VR.
Without the VR, yes. I mean, they have Gundam pods out there now where you sit in the cockpit and like you have that full display.
Nice.
They need more of those in America.
They do, and like in all honesty, like I would be totally fine behind a mech VR game, especially Gundam one. And I want more Gundam games here in the States because we've gotten 2. We got
And they suck.
Well, okay.
Well, the 2 came out back to back. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good sign. You had
Yeah.
Gundam Versus and then the Gunpla one.
The new Gundam Breaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The only
they came out relatively.
The
They
only
did.
caveat is they
the Gundam Versus was bad online. It was like it played fine offline and I enjoyed it.
Sure.
But it's an online game and I want to be able to not have it slow down to 1 frame per second. And new Gundam Breaker, which Punk, have you played it yet?
I have. I started playing it this month.
What do you think?
That's all right. It's fun. I love the whole. I mean, I'm not into Gunpla, but I like actually
customizing
and everything like that. One thing is my Gundam pretty much looks like Gundam Death Scythe, but anyways, it's fun. I like changing everything. The battle system is all right. I don't like auto locking onto every little box. It's like behind the enemies I'm trying to kill. But
you can turn off the auto lock, right?
Yeah, but it's just nice to have it.
No, I know. You do know you can buy parts, right?
Yes.
I did not find that out till after I beat the game.
I was like, well, I went to the library. I was like, I wonder what this is, and I'm like, oh, I can just buy this.
I just thought the library would be like, oh, I can look at the things I fought.
Nobody goes to the library anymore.
No.
There you go.
Are we attaching a caveat to that one?
I say let's save it for the last one because it might actually improve the last one.
It might.
Yeah.
So Johnny on the Facebook page pretty much gave us a pitch that
Everyone
all of us
already...
in this room want.
Yes.
A Pokemon, but fully open world, where you can challenge all of the gyms everywhere. You can challenge them over, fly to different regions at will, and collect all the gym badges from every region and beat all of the Pokemon leagues. We've discussed this before. I know you and I have.
Totally.
Where basically you pick a starting region, you start there, and can move your way up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, it's been every Pokemon player's dream.
Yeah.
It's what literally they want to do.
And we're not getting it.
Like,
Instead,
since we got Gold and Silver, going back to a region, their mind got blown.
And they
never brought it back.
Gen 2 on the Game Boy Color, you got to play through 2 different leagues, and they haven't brought it back. It's been like 20 years. Why?
That's because only the good games came out 20, 30 years.
Hasn't come out yet. Just kidding. Look, I'm really sorry.
Give me the caveat.
The caveat is
you have to have a Pokemon
multiplayer with no matchmaking.
What do you mean
so
without
you actually have to run into people.
Oh, that
buddy up with people you'd find.
Like in the game or in real life?
Well, you could do either, right?
I mean, if it's on the Switch, you could totally run it.
Well, without matchmaking means that it's not gonna
it's not gonna pair you up with anybody.
Yeah, so you'd have to either have a friend code, I would assume.
Right.
Or well, no, hold on. So you're talking about like with Destiny, where the raids don't have any matchmaking.
Got it.
But
yeah, you have to invite people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean that's.
So there's like a minimum number you have to play with.
Oh, that ruins this game. If there's no matchmaking, that ruins it. Because
really?
you kind of want some matchmaking, or you want to be able to just find random.
But it'd be cool to kind of just meet up with random people though.
But isn't that matchmaking?
That's matchmaking.
Yeah, that's matchmaking.
Yeah. No, but you literally come across somebody who's also going into the same dungeon as you, and just look at them.
But you can't. Can you not interact
but you
with
can't
them?
but you can't search for randos.
Right.
Okay.
You just can't matchmake.
Okay. So you'd have to find them out in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's actually how I'd imagine it. Because I'd imagine you'd
It'd be a living world.
You'd run into another trainer, and if you lock eyes, it sends a notification. It's like, you've locked eyes. Initiate trainer battle, and you're like, yes. You both had to hit yes to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd work really well in a Fallout 76 fashion, where each area has maybe 16 to 20 people.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you change zones, it reloads a new area or something with another 20 people.
Yeah.
Because if obviously it's Pokemon, there's gonna be millions of people playing it. I don't want to see 1,000 people in front of the first gym leader.
Yeah, it's like Lieutenant Sir.
Yeah. So we have different servers that have a very limited cap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said,
Fallout 76 is opening the door. I really think so.
Yeah. And that actually works with the kind of battle system I was talking about, because Fallout 76, if you fire on somebody, they have to agree to a PvP battle to actually initiate it, or the person attacking is going to do so little damage, and if they kill them, then there's if you did that in Pokemon, would that just turn you into Team Rocket?
It'd be amazing.
If you could steal someone's Pokemon.
To be Team Rocket, you had to take out so many people to join their ranks.
And oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
But then they invited you into their whole underworld, and there was a whole other world now.
And you get a lot of money if you can take out any members of Team Rocket.
Yeah.
And your team is 6 Zubats.
Yeah, there's requirements though in Team Rocket. It's got to be a poison type. We only use these Pokemon. You can only evolve them once you're this higher rank.
The meta game.
We need one.
That would happen even if there wasn't Team Rocket. There'd be a meta game of that where everyone changes their avatar to wear all black clothes and they just walk around and roleplay.
You know what would be cool if they added into the game? The ability to become your own gym leader.
I was gonna mention that. Could you imagine if maybe not your own, but have the gyms be completely vacant? And then have a player who
like Pokemon
takes
Go.
almost like Pokemon Go.
Yeah. But obviously have a lot more of them that way.
Yeah.
But then have it so you could like raid with a bunch of people and take it out. Install your own dictator. And
Yeah, pretty much. If the gym leader gets taken out, then somebody moves in and they're the new gym leader.
Right.
You can almost make that clan based, where the clan leader is the gym leader. So anyone in the clan that takes out a gym leader, their leader becomes it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I still want to keep though, because I don't like this about Pokemon Go, but I understand like why they don't do it. But if you have a gym, you have to set a type.
Yeah.
Like you have to set a type.
You have to be. There has to be a theme to your gym.
Right. You need a theme.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Which would kind of suck because you put in a rock gym and someone's gonna beat you with water or grass, and then they're a water or a grass gym, and then someone comes in with fire.
Well,
and they
see,
beat
now-
you with fire.
That's the beautiful part about this, because if it's human players controlling it, you pick the rock types that are dual type, that are not the conventional, oh, I can beat by water or grass. You mix it up. Because, like, personally, I would want to do, like, a bug type gym, because I love bug types, but you pick the bug types that aren't super weak to fire. You have, like, a Volcarona or something, and you mix it up. You pick 3 that are not easily taken out. And also, give them attacks that counteract that kind of crap.
Yeah.
I think it was Platinum. I hated Pokemon Platinum because the fire type League trainer had a Magmortar that knew Thunder. So I would bring out Water type and be like, I got this, and just Thunder, and I'm done. I'm like, oh.
That would work though, because then you could technically solo the game too.
Yeah.
Because even if you then did like install your own thing, I imagine people going in there to fight it would be controlled by AI because you couldn't be online at all times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It just depends on how well the AI handles the Pokemon that you place there.
Right.
And
People will find ways to break
and,
it.
oh,
I'm
and
sure.
if clans battle each other, then they take over the gyms. But if it's a solo player, you actually design a badge to give them.
Okay, that could be cool.
Yeah. I think that would work. So Nintendo, why don't we have this?
Yeah.
Well, they're working on a Switch Pokemon game. That's
And
not...
just gonna be another you get your rate game.
All right. Oh my god.
It's not gonna be any different.
If it's the third, do you think it'll be the third version of Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu? Do you think they're gonna?
No,
make,
they
like...
said it was an actual like mainline Pokemon game.
That's
They
what
can say whatever they want.
Yeah, they can say.
Oh, if they did that, there would be riots.
Pokemon Let's Go Detective Pikachu, Inspector Eevee.
Yes.
And that's how you kill a fan base.
Do you think they care? Do you honestly think they care?
Money. Because how much did Detective Pikachu actually make? Like, does anybody know how much that sold?
I don't know. The movie's not out yet.
Yeah, wait till the movie
Oh yeah,
comes
because
out.
the movie's gonna make so much money.
It might.
Is Danny
really-
DeVito
You
voicing
know
it?
we're all going.
Are we? Because I really
We're
couldn't-
gonna vlog the experience, man.
I could not care less.
We're gonna stream it, the whole movie on our phone.
Or just a picture of like my face watching the movie.
I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds as the Pikachu.
I think I would personally rather see the new Tyler Perry movie than that.
Are you saying Tyler Perry movies are bad? What was the
What's
shade
that
at
all
Tyler
about?
Perry? Yeah, Tyler Perry. What's wrong with Tyler Perry? You got something you want to say to all our Tyler Perry fans?
Yeah, I don't think they're that good. Sorry.
Oh no! Shut the stream.
Fine. I would rather go see. Oh crap! Who's an actor I hate?
All of them. Apparently Tyler Perry.
Well, he's more the creator. I don't hate him as an actor.
Oh.
I just don't like his movies. We saw the trailer for the newest one, and
I mean, you can say you'd rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
I've never seen it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So here's what I would rather do than see the Detective Pikachu movie. I would rather have Dragon Ball Evolution playing on a screen in front of me while I'm also playing the Aquaman game on GameCube.
I don't know. I can't relate to the Aquaman game.
They're both garbage.
How about playing Dragon Ball Evolution, but all the audio is from the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie?
Which movie?
The Avatar movie from
Oh God.
Shalamlam.
Shalamam ding dong. Anyway,
That would mess with me.
yeah. What?
Watching a movie with different audio.
All right, so that was our pitches. If you have your own pitch, comment about it and tell us what your pitch was. Or,
Oh yeah, and thanks to all of our people who
commented and whatnot. But do we have anything else to talk about this month? Oh, we play video games.
We do? Well, I haven't recently.
You were away on vacation. You have an
I was.
excuse.
I went to Super Saiyan.
You did the actual Dragon Ball Z themed ramen shop.
It was delicious. Next time I'm gonna get the Kaioken ×3 or the Ultra Instinct, which is the Kaioken ×3 is a 3-size portion bowl. It's like
Wow.
it's like this. It's bigger than Lambo's cats.
Nice.
And-
That's rather
Oh,
large.
God.
And the Ultra Instinct is a 5 times portion, and the bowls reflect the size of what you're eating. And it's like the Ultra Instinct's $50,
Wow.
but like,
But if you could
man.
finish it.
Oh man, I don't even think you get anything for it. I think you just get a stomach ache.
Pride.
Yeah.
You get pride.
Yeah, you become Ultra Instinct.
Yeah. What are some of the other dishes? You had like a soul bomb.
I wish that was the problem. They when I first went there 2 or 3 years ago, their menu was very small, but they had pictures of all the Dragon Ball characters that kind of correlated with the menu, but they didn't name anything after Dragon Ball Z. So you have like a build your own ramen, which is what I got. So you can get chicken stock, beef stock, or vegetable stock, and always next to the beef they had Bulma's dad, the Ox King, and then they had Oolong the pig next to anything pork and like all that. So the menu was decorated.
Chi-Chi's dad.
Did I say Bulma?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Chi-Chi's dad. Ox King.
So-
dare you?
So Sotas sent us the menu, and I'm actually looking at it, and there's only 2 Dragon Ball Z themed dishes.
And it's the Kaioken and the Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, the rest of it is just.
Well, they have senzu beans.
Oh, are there?
It's at the top left of the what you call
You
it.
are correct. There
Yeah,
is. There
they're
are some-
edamame,
Yeah,
but they call them senzu beans.
but the rest of it is like just make your own, build your own soup, and it's all normal stuff, and like
Yeah.
Vietnamese pho, trifecta, vegetarian bowl, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's a little disappointing, but it's
No. It's a very decorated shop, though.
Oh, yeah.
They commissioned a lot of artists to like make Dragon Ball art around it, and yeah, it was really nice. The T-shirt was really expensive, but I bought it for the experience. So I have a T-shirt that's a Super Saiyan.
I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you really do. They didn't advertise it very well though, like that they had merch. No, it was like, hey, I had to ask if they had T-shirts, and there's like a little bin next to the cash register, and these like fishing out shirts. He's like, we got this one, and it was like one of those workout skinny muscle shirt
Oh, God.
T-shirts, and it had Master Roshi with like graffiti tattoo art on his arm. And I'm like, no, do you have any other ones? And I like pointed out one of the employees. I'm like, do you have like that? And he's like, yeah, we do. And he pulled it out. It was like a normal one with their logo on it. I was like,
They
I'll
don't
take-
want to sell merch.
Yeah, see, seriously, like even the Squeeze In, the little
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
dog shop we go to, they're
They
like,
hang
we
all
got
their stuff up.
T-shirts, we got koozies, we
Yeah.
got lanyards.
Yeah, this is like a specialty place where like they were busy when I was there.
And you would probably want merch from
Yeah,
there.
it's like a really cool place. But yeah, I mean,
Did you actually play anything though?
did I buy anything?
Play anything?
Play anything?
Video game.
Oh, I just got my 400 armor from Destiny 2 yesterday, so
Nice.
as far as that's concerned, that's like the game I played.
I feel like that's a big smack in the face, though, for everyone that's been playing.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, it's the only way to get to 400 right now.
I know, but like, I just started playing again at the beginning of this month, and they had the Solstice of Heroes, and they
Ends-
give you this armor for free.
Ends this coming Tuesday. So.
Yeah, and you give this armor for free. You just power it up, like doing different like.
You don't
things,
just
tasks.
power it up.
Okay,
It's
you
a
have-
work.
It's a little bit of a work.
It's
but
not a little
really.
bit of work.
More work than I'm willing to put into
I
it.
was on for like 3 hours, 4 hours just getting my solar super
Okay.
kills. Like,
So
come on.
what? So it's a total of like 15, 20 hours, and
Which
you
is
have
like an
400
entire other game in some
Yeah.
places.
You're
But,
playing
like,
a
it-
game in a game.
But people have been grinding this game
I
for
know.
like how long to get
Exactly.
380, and all of a sudden everyone that just comes in is just like, oh, here's
Well,
this
this
armor,
is very
do
true.
this stuff.
Well, all that
here's
has to happen
400.
is in a couple weeks I'm going to spend $40 and be able to get to level 500.
600, I think.
600. Oh,
I don't know what
geez,
it is.
see? So like it's all going to be silly and
Yeah.
Yeah, because in all honesty,
Mute
like
here in a second.
we're hovering around 350.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm happy.
385.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a raid
Three-
today, I think.
396.
Wow.
And it's kind of like I mean, it's cool that I hit that, but I feel like it's again a smack in the face to people that've been grinding.
I have a friend who hasn't played Destiny, and literally, he has the base. Actually, I don't even know if he bought Destiny 2. He bought Destiny 2 and then got all the DLC, and then he got to 380 before I did, and he just got it like a week ago.
Right, and so it's like the people
Yeah.
that have played since day one. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's a smack in the face to everybody.
It is a little bit when that happens, but at least they did it right before the DLC hit.
Yes.
Because in all honesty, like Lambo said, like when the DLC hits, you're gonna find new stuff that's just gonna
Right.
get
Yeah,
you
and it's
higher
not
up
going to be
real
worth
quick.
it anyway.
If they did it if they did it like halfway through the year,
Right.
And they never have. And
they
I don't
never
think ever
have.
will.
Like then I would say that's a smack in the face for day one buyers who have been grinding for the first 6 months.
Yeah, but almost every DLC release has been a smack in the face to somebody at some point. Yeah.
Unless you bought it on sale. And then
The
you
real
didn't
smack
care.
in the face is that I kept my first set of armor since the beginning of the game. Never broke it down, never put it in storage. Always had it on me. And they want to give me a new set. Then that's the only set that can be upgraded?
Funny
Come on!
thing is, I'm the same way. I made one of each class. I have all the armor
Yep.
from the beginning
Okay.
in the vault. Same thing with the ghost shell.
Yep.
Even the weapons too. I think I kept my first weapons just because I just
I've
wanted
never-
to keep it.
I've never changed my emblem. It's still the basic emblem.
I changed mine around, but
Yeah.
so Punk, you've been playing Destiny 2.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yeah. New Gundam Breaker, like we talked about a little bit ago.
It's
Uh,
okay.
You were
It's-
playing without pants, apparently.
Yes.
Well, there's just no reason for us to get online because anytime I get online now, I'm the only one searching for anything.
Yeah, I didn't do anything online. I just been doing the story and just customizing my Gundam and everything. It's fun. I'm not in love with it. It makes me want a Armored Core game, even more.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting that mech game for the Switch.
Yeah. Deus Ex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is I'm excited for.
Or Demon Ex Machina. Yeah.
Damon Ex Machina, yeah.
But besides that, Dead by Daylight has been another big game for me this month because it's free right now for PlayStation Plus users.
Yep.
Nice.
If
Get
this
it.
comes out,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
download it today.
But yeah, it's really awesome. 1v4, one person's a killer, and you just gotta survive. And
Well,
it's
So
terrifying.
it's
well, escape.
it's Evolve. It's the Friday the 13th
Friday the
game.
13th game. Yeah, that one's so good though.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the concept and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's free right now.
And they constantly update it with new killers, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's free.
Yes. No.
No? They have to buy 'em?
Yes.
Okay.
They're like $5 each if you want a new one. About depends on like they have like a paid currency and then an in-game currency that you can buy stuff. Customization for like your killers and the survivors. But some of the killers are actually based off of actual horror movie
Yeah.
characters. So you got like Michael Myers is in there, Freddy Krueger,
That's cool.
a Saul person. I don't. It's like
There's
some
only
girl.
it's just Jigsaw. What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean Saw person? Jigsaw's like the bad guy.
Well, it's,
Not always.
it's his apprentice. It's like some girl that has like a pig face on her
Oh yeah,
face.
Big
You know,
face.
you've
Yes.
seen them all, haven't you? Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a horror movie buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Cool.
What have you guys been playing?
I have also booted up New Gundam Breaker a couple of times since, just playing a couple missions, trying to unlock more parts because I beat the story. Trying to get online. It's okay. I'm more customizing, trying to get ideas for things I want to do. Probably the game I played most this month. There's a tie between Destiny 2, because we did our first Nightfall strike.
Ever?
We actually finished. It was the first one we ever finished.
Yeah.
Wow.
We even in
Guys,
Destiny
just
1, we never.
talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
talk to us.
Yeah,
We're
right?
396 and 385
Well,
now.
well,
Like,
no,
talk
no,
to us.
Okay, hold on. We were
proud.
We were proud because we were so much higher level
Mm,
than like it said, but there were only 2 of us.
yeah.
And like we went in and we could not beat the boss, just the 2 of us.
We got really close. We were in the last third of the health.
Right.
we should give you. We should take you through the Whispered. Get you that new sniper. Cause
Oh, I still need that too.
It's devastating. I did 3 heroic strikes last night. We killed the boss in 3 seconds.
Wow.
Nice.
But no, we were online and friend of the show Seth was on and we were like, hey, can you help us? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he hopped in and we got through it. But no, the next time we want to do something, we want to do the raid.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
We want to do it before Destiny
Yeah.
2 Forsaken comes out.
which is like what, a week or 2?
8 days.
Yeah. Oh really?
Well, it comes out
Yeah.
the same day
Next
as
week.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah, next weekend. Let's do the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I
yeah.
have people that can help. Like they're all on level. So
Okay.
one person likes to backpack people. So
Nice.
Okay. My other game though that took up most of my time was Nier Automata. I actually beat the story. Well, the first story.
Yeah.
There's 26 endings. I
Nope.
know. I have put about 15 hours into the game. I have gotten 3 endings. The first one you get from dying during the first boss fight.
No.
The second one
Or
I got.
isn't dying in any game really an ending?
No, it's literally an ending because you get like when you boot up your save file. It says endings and there's a letter to mark each ending.
Pants, if you actually were to play Chrono Trigger, you would realize that you get a lot of endings like that in that game too.
If only it were a fun game. Moving on.
We need to stream that.
Yeah.
Me playing Chrono Trigger and just.
You'd love
Any
it.
of us, yeah.
It's like a 20.
Yeah, no, I would love it considering I've tried to play that game on 5 to 10 different occasions and I can't get past it. It's boring.
Yeah, but you'll have friends.
Wake up! You have to go to the festival.
That's
That's how Ocarina of Time starts. Hey, Link, wake up!
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's fun.
yeah. You can't even leave the village without a sword and shield.
Yeah, but it's easy. It's easy.
So it's Chrono Trigger.
No,
Chrono Trigger.
it's just
is
boring.
easy. Yeah.
It's just boring.
Sorry, they want you to invest you into the world.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't think it's that fun. I'm sorry. I've said it multiple times. I don't think Chrono Trigger's that fun.
Well, it'll be fun.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Beating the first ending of Nier, you actually start the game over, but you play as the secondary character who fights completely differently.
Oh.
Like, you've played it, haven't you, Punk?
Yeah, I just got the one ending. I was like, I'm not worrying about all these different ones. I had fun with it. I'm done.
I mean, I don't know if you still have it or if you got rid of it, but booting it up a second time, you play as 9S.
Okay.
9S can only equip one weapon. He does not hold it in his hand. He, like, manipulates it.
Right.
And instead of a second weapon, you have the ability to hack any enemy.
Oh.
And when you hack them, it turns into a twin-stick shooter.
Oh.
And smaller enemies, if you, like, beat them really quick, they automatically explode.
So is it like the same? Sorry, not to cut you off.
No.
Like the same story progress, like the same boss battles and everything. You're just
Yes. So far, yeah, but I haven't played it too much. I'm only like a couple hours into that.
Right.
But it does change the way the game plays, and also there's discussions that happen between him and the operators that you didn't hear that kind of add to the story. Also, there's an ending right away when you play as 9S. If you don't go towards the waypoint and you like wander off, you get an automatic ending.
Huh.
And it's hilarious.
Okay.
But I want to try and beat it this way and see what the other endings are.
Right.
From what I looked up, most of the other endings are it's just a bunch of bullcrap where if you wander into the wrong area, it's a quick, funny ending. But I want to try it. I like the game a lot. It's really, really
It was
cool.
fun.
Yeah. But
I would almost be disappointed if I died from the first boss on accident and then I'm stuck with this other character.
oh
for the
no
rest
no
of the
no
game.
no no no! Like when you do that, it just restarts the game, and you play it through normally then.
Oh, okay.
And then it's only when you beat the game with the main character 2B when you restart it.
Almost like a new game plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, it is New Game Plus because you keep all your level. It transfers to him. You keep all your weapons and everything too.
You can buy your achievements.
Yay! But Lambo, what'd you play?
I played Mega Man X1 through 6. I beat 4, 2, and 3 each 2 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Escapists. We played The Escapists.
Oh, that was.
I played
fun.
a little bit more afterwards too. It's a lot of fun.
Maddening.
Oh yeah. No, we really started figuring out that one. I tried playing a different.
Oh, okay, good.
Prison
Yeah, because
Armor.
we have to get out on our own.
Yeah. I'm not looking up any cheats or strat guides or anything like that. It's a ton of fun. I get back into playing Super Mario Maker. I've been watching a couple of YouTubers that stream Super Mario Maker, so it makes me want to play.
So much fun.
Yeah, I've been playing. I'm mainly on my 3DS because my Wii U I just don't have hooked up. That's annoying. But yeah, that's kind of it this month.
I'll be honest. When it comes to the Wii U, like I want to hook mine up because I want to beat Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Oh yeah.
But like I'm sitting here like I don't want to move things around and hook it up.
All my stuff's hooked up at the same time.
Yeah. Well, the best part, I mean, for that game though, you need both screens though, right? No, you can play it on just the gamepad.
Oh yeah, could
Then
just.
just plug your thing in somewhere.
You know
in the
what?
house.
You're right. You're right.
That's
Why
all you
haven't I
need to do.
done
You don't
that?
have to like hook it up.
You're right.
The Wii U should have taken more advantage of that in general.
It should have.
It should have been like the hidden system. It's in your house somewhere.
If I played Xenoblade Chronicles X, I would need both.
Yeah. You can play that one with just one.
You can, but oh man, like having to switch between that and the map, it's just nice to have the map.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was August 2018. Not a lot of game news. I mean, Gamescom happened,
Yeah,
but
a lot of wishes for games.
yeah, like I said, Gamescom happened, but we didn't get anything new really.
No, not really. Just a couple of trailers and stuff.
Grandia 1 and 2 coming out on the Switch.
That's gonna be cool.
What?
Grandia 1 and 2 coming out on the Switch. The anniversary editions. Which Grandia 2's been out in Steam for a while, but Grandia 1 doesn't have an anniversary.
Every time I hear that name, I think of like Gradius,
Yeah, I know, right?
and I always get confused.
Not the same.
Nope. There was
Shenmue 1 and 2. Did that come out?
Yeah,
yeah, that came out too.
I mean, people who enjoyed the game back in the day are enjoying it, but
Yeah, but
it's definitely an older.
I'd rather just play Yakuza.
Yeah.
which
It's pretty much a spiritual successor.
kinda
I want to get the collectors of. Like, apparently, Yakuza 6 Collector's Edition comes with like 2 whiskey glasses.
Yes, it does.
That's
Actually-
super classy.
I would like to bring this up. It's not video game related, but they recently showed off the collector's edition Blu-ray set of Mobile Fighter G Gundam,
Okay.
which is the Gundam series that was basically Dragon Ball Z but with Gundams, with each country having its own themed Gundam. The most infamous being the Tequila Gundam.
Yes, go on.
Mexico's Gundam, which is wearing a sombrero, one of its arms is a cactus, it has a mustache. The collector's edition comes with a Tequila Gundam shot glass.
Oh. How much is it?
$160.
Wow.
No, yeah, like
Wow.
like if it were 100, because it's a 50 episode Blu-ray anime series.
Let's just buy blank shot glasses and give them to your wife.
I need you to put this thing on there. Don't ask why.
Just please.
But I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
That is hilarious.
The other big thing I saw this month was the possible revitalization of the Time Splitters franchise. That might happen because they got bought by what company?
Don't say EA.
Yeah.
No, it was not EA.
BioWare.
They got bought by someone. Second Sight.
Oh, we're on dead space.
Hold on.
We gotta keep talking while he's researching.
The Second Sight. Oh my God, I'm looking at.
Oh man, he's trying.
I'm trying real hard.
Ooh-wee. We went to Ooh-wee and Pants was like a celebrity there yesterday.
Yeah, we put out that video about Ooh-wee, and when I showed up, a bunch of people were like, "Oh my God, you're that guy from Nerdstrodamus,"
Yeah.
He's that guy.
which hasn't happened since KuboCon.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird
experience.
because you were there.
Because I wasn't in the video or didn't have anything to do with it. So
but I was still like, this guy's also a Nerdstrodamus.
yeah,
and
I'm
they're
like,
cool.
don't out me. Don't out me, bro.
So did you find anything about it?
No, but they got bought by somebody. Free Radical got bought by somebody.
I mean, cool.
I'd like to see new Time Splitters.
Oh, it's THQ Nordic.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought THQ went under.
they did.
They did, but if you look at, but they're still a development team because if you look at Darksiders 3,
Yeah.
which they showed off new gameplay at Gamescom, it pops up and says THQ Nordic.
Alright.
So it's a thing.
And they also bought Deep Silver last year, and Deep Silver are the ones making the new Time Splitters game. I guess is the deal.
Oh.
Do you think they'll be split screen?
That
There
has to
better be.
I mean, that's what makes Time Splitters Time Splitters.
Yeah, but
That
I
and a
mean,
map
like,
maker.
there's no split screen on Halo anymore.
There
That's-
will be on the next one. This monster.
And Halo Infinite split screens.
Yes.
10 controllers, one
Like
screen.
seriously, any game developers out there, if you make a first-person shooter, doesn't have to be 4-player split screen. Give us at least 2.
Yeah.
I want
Some
3.
Ugh. Ugh. I got nothing to say to that.
Split it up all like peace sign style on the screen.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Don't split the screens like Resident Evil Revelations 2 did, though.
Yeah.
Or Resident Evil 6.
Where it was like all offset.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
I don't like
yeah.
that. I don't like that at all.
Our
But,
screens are too wide nowadays.
You would think with the screens being bigger, it would give us more options to split the screen better. Like split it vertically down the middle, you still get quite a bit on left and right.
Yeah. You're definitely missing a lot of space.
Also, when we played through Halo split screen on the Master Chief Collection, how was it split?
It was split into 4 sections. The bottom right one was just... Or when all 4 of us played it? Or...
No, when
No,
two
no,
of
no.
us.
Oh, 2. They always do the...
They did horizontal.
Yeah.
That was
it works.
fine.
Yeah,
Just
that's
do
fine.
that. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent.
Yeah,
But,
we've gone on like 3 or 4 tangents
Yes.
in this.
Yeah.
So let's just wrap it up because
It's called
that's
a
pretty
wrap
much
up.
it. It's called a wrap up, and let's be honest. Next month is going to be nuts. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There's all kinds of releases coming out. Too many to mention, but
Some might say it'll be lit, fam.
one of us here would say that, and you just said it and dabbed. I hate you so much.
You could have said nothing. No one needed to know. You brought the attention to it.
This has been Nerdstrodamus with our August 2018 wrap up. Let us know what you enjoyed. Let us know what your game pitch was. And tune in next month where we talk about the slew of games that released in September. Well, 3 of us will. Slow Tad will just talk about Dragon Quest XI for 3
Not even
hours.
talk. I'll just be playing it while I'll have my Vita out here for remote play, and yeah,
Oh yeah, the Vita
That
can
still
do
happens.
Yeah.
that. But
that'll be the only time. Well, no, I played Overwatch with remote play once. I was at work at my sub shop at the time, and I was remote playing using my phone as a hotspot.
wow. Oh, how far we've come with technology.
Yes.
But for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm waiting for Dragon Quest.
And we'll catch you again next month.